Hello everyone, this is a follow-up video for the e-bike video I made earlier because I was kind of on a rant, but narrow my thoughts down, go again. I already covered the battery, I covered the mileage, I covered all that. One thing I didn't cover is customer service. Now, until recently I've had pretty good standing and pretty much good conversation with customer service. Now, I've had one nitpick with them and I told them I was going to do a follow-up video. So, I put the bike, I drive it 1.5 miles down to Market Basket. I do everything I'm supposed to do. I park it, flat ground, the whole shebang. I lock it up. I go into the store. I come back out. The bike's on its side. How it got there, I do not know. But the handle for the brake snapped off when the bike fell. Now, this happens to bikes all the time. It's the first thing that usually breaks when this happens. However, the bike's brand new. And depending on how you look at it, you can look at it as mechanical failure, which, according to them, for other parts is covered by their warranty. So I call them, I ask them, hey, this is what happened, this is how it went down, this is what I know. I sent a video, I sent a picture, and it's a clean break all the way through. Should not do that within a week of having it. And they say it's human error. No, I called back customer service and I told them I'm not paying them $90 for a handbrake handle. For two reasons. One, I'm not doing their companies or Shimano shifters. There's way better shifters out there. And I was planning on upgrading eventually, which I have not touched the bike at all. It's still stock right now. I plan to eventually upgrade the brakes, the light, the tires, all the safety features. I want to upgrade those, As for why I'm trying to upgrade all the safety features, because about, 6 months ago, give or take, some idiot ran me off the road when I was driving my electric scooter. I went right over the handlebars, cut up inside my body, and he drove off. Yeah, hit and run. He later stopped, maybe between 500 and 1,000 feet down the road. He stopped and then came back. But it's still hit and run. Okay? And I told the guy, I'm like, listen, for the most part, I'm not hurt. Give me the $1,500 so I can replace my scooter, and we'll call it a day. I got places to be. You got places to be. Let's do this. He calls his insurance. Then he calls the cops saying, I hit him. I did not. He hit me and then drove off and left me in the middle of the road. Now, in Massachusetts, that's a hit and run. Circumstances are irrelevant. He still hit and run. Did he come back later? Yeah, maybe. But it was a hit and run, first and foremost. When you hit somebody and leave the scene of a crime, that's considered hit and run, hence the name. So, I get hurt. I don't have car insurance. Like I said, I'm riding an electric scooter. His insurance company wanted me to pay him. You can't get blood from stone. I'm unemployed at the moment. Okay? Can't get money where there is none. So I'm like, listen, this is what I want. I'll bring it to the bike shop. I'll get an exact quote from a professional bike shop that fixes and repairs stuff, which I get. He said it was totaled. And I'm like, and yeah, they're not going to pay me. Anyway, that's the backstory of why I'm upgrading or planning to upgrade all the safety features on the e-bike. Okay? So that shit doesn't happen again. Learn from your mistakes. All my friends used to give me shit for wearing the full face helmet even when I was a little kid. Yeah, well, that's the reason my head's still intact. So, to all those kids that get made fun of for wearing full face motorcycle helmets, wear your helmet. Okay? Simple as that. Just wear the helmet. Even if it looks goofy, it will save your life. Anyway, back to the e-bike. Again, I'm loving the e-bike, but their customer service for Anioki right now, I'm not going to say it sucks, because they've been good till now. But yeah. Okay? Now people say, oh, their customer service, they take hours to get back. Yeah, most of those people that complain like that Now again, benefit of the doubt, are American or Canadian or European. The company's from China, different time zones. So let's say, I'm going to make up the numbers here, but let's say it's 4 a.m. where I'm at that time and moment when I message them. It could be midnight or whatever time it is over in China. Different time zone completely. Okay? Now I'm usually up till 2 a.m. and that's when I message the customer service because that's when they're active. Okay? And again, takes between 3 minutes and a half hour to hear back from them. They're quick, they're responsive. Again, this is nitpicking. But the bike as a whole, I've had no issue except for the broken brake handle. Okay? Now I'm sure there's a way to pop out the handle and put a new one in. It's not going to be an issue. I'll figure that out as I go. But yeah, I just want to put up a follow-up video. Okay? And if anyone has comments, please, I'd love to hear about your thoughts on them. You know? And yes, I will be posting a third video eventually of me on the bike, size comparison, and so on. Like I said, I'm 6'2", 260 pounds. I'm not a small guy. Like they say 200 miles, but again, their test drivers are probably like 5'4", 5'8", under 100 pounds. You know, we Americans, we're bigger than most people in China and Japan and so on. You know, just how it is. So when they do a test drive, that's the average person in their country. Okay? Now, Anioki just put out an ad today. They're upping the battery size from a 60 amp hour to an 80 amp hour. I hope if they see this, which they probably will, because they seem to be pretty good at keeping track of the small people opening up on the stuff, that I can eventually find out if they're going to sell those batteries separately. Because if so, I'm going to upgrade the battery. Because I plan to go for distance, not speed. Now, the bike I'm running is a 52 volt, 60 amp hour battery. Now, the new battery is a 60 volt, 80 amp hour. However, the front engine is a 52 volt where the back one is a 60. It's going to be more power. Here's the thing about their bikes. You can adjust the battery output to max at a certain voltage. So if I were to upgrade, let's say, the battery to the 80 volt, which looks like it's the same size, you know, dimension-wise, then you should technically be able to just stick it in there, adjust the output, and be done. You know, limit it to 52 volt. And I'll get the 80 amp hours out. And technically, if it's set for 60 volt, I'll get even more out of it by lowering the output. You know? But we'll have to wait and see until they give out a message on that. And that's with people on TikTok. Let me know your thoughts about the e-bike stuff in like Connecticut and California and the laws. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know. Okay, because I'm new to this scene and I like your input. Anyway, with that being said, have a great day. Try to stay warm. It's cold out. And with that, I'm out.